Hey, what's going on, guys? This is going to be a long overdue update video on my 20-gallon long. And as you guys can see, if you're following me on both my tanks, this tank has really grown in. It's going with that jungle effect that I've been looking for. Look at the dwarf sage carpet, guys. It's really grown in. Just a ton of new runners, a ton of new sprouts. It's everywhere. The stargrass is doing amazing. You know, you can't see it anymore, but there is a rock back here, guys. There is a rock back there, and you can barely see this one, but there is, you know, hardscape rock back there. Which I don't mind. Let it cover it. Do its thing. You know, I haven't even really trimmed this. I think with such a high lighting, if you could see this piece right here, it's actually laying down instead of going up. I think that's because my lighting's so high. I was getting kind of frustrated with this tank until this morning I figured out why. So let me explain myself. I've had a hair algae issue in this tank. And as you can see right there, there's still a little bit right there. There's a little more that's on these leaves you guys can see. Look at right here, there's a little, where's it at? You guys can't really see it, but there's a small piece of hair algae going this way. And I didn't know what it was from. I didn't know it was from the root tabs. When I set this system back up, I put about, I don't know, 20 or 30 root tabs in here. Didn't know if it was from that. It couldn't have been from my light. I've had this light on here forever. Now, I've never had it this low to the tank. I've always had it about 6 inches above the tank with this bracket I had at my old house. I just never put it back up, but couldn't figure it out. I was getting upset, getting discouraged. And then this morning, which I'm never here in the mornings because I'm always off working, I noticed that the light from my back door, which is that way, penetrating for the first 20-30 minutes in the morning directly at my tank. Now I have blinds up, but they're kind of see-through blinds. You know, my wife wanted she didn't want blacked out blinds for the living room / dining room area. She wanted natural sunlight coming through, and I never realized the natural sunlight coming through hitting this tank. So I'm gonna say that's my issue. The 20-30 minutes of natural sunlight hitting this thing in the morning is making the hair algae go crazy in here. So next weekend what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to lift this light up probably about that level right there where my thermometer is for my house. Lift it up to about right there. Or I might also move the tank over to this wall right over here where the light doesn't come through. I would show you the way my light comes through, but my wife doesn't like to be on camera unless she makes the photo. So anyways, the light doesn't get hit to that wall, so I might think about next week and maybe moving the light over to, or the tank over to that wall. Also raising up the light on my tank about 6-8 inches to see how that goes. Also, another update I did was, you see how everything's purling right now? I couldn't get that effect before as well when I had this skimmer running. This is a surface skimmer, and Damian Charles will agree with me, it's a great skimmer. But see how I don't have that crazy ripple effect, Damian, if you're watching this? It's because I changed the filter pad that's in there. I took that coarse filter pad out and I put a fine filter floss in there. And for whatever reason, it made that whole ripple go away. And if you can see, it's still surface skimming. So I still have clear surface. It's just not putting that huge ripple effect in there, which is not allowing crazy gas exchange, which allows the CO2, the pressurized CO2, to get to the plants and actually let them work, because I haven't seen these plants pearl like this with a little bit of CO2 that I add. I mean, only run about 2 bubbles a second, if that, guys. It's not too much. My assassin snail, look at that. Those things are so cool. That thing's out and about. Sorry for the glare, but there's my assassin snail. I got about 3 of those guys in here. So anyways, other than that, the tank's doing good. You know, other than the hair algae the nuisance hair algae that I get in here, but you guys all know how easy that is to take out. You know, stick your hand in there and rip it off the leaf. No big deal. I'll probably do that after I do this video to a couple spots. But yeah, I mean, look at this stuff's pearling. This stuff's looking good. It's really growing in. You know, the crypts have come back. You can see this one over here by the rock. It's really growing out. It's got 2 new sprouts down at the bottom. This crypt over here is doing good. The crypt in the back, mixed up with the Anubias, that crypt is doing amazing. I think all the crypts are doing well. You know, there's a couple leaves I need to clip out of there because they got so much algae on them, and they're, you know, kind of dying off. I can rip those out, get rid of the algae, and get rid of the dead Chingodarises. But yeah, tank's doing good. I also put a new way to diffuse my CO2. Is I got the diffuser right there, and it's running micro bubbles right into the filter. You know, some are getting away. You can see the little ones scrolling off to the left, but for the majority of it, a lot of it's getting sucked up into the filter, even breaking down even more. But I mean, look at the tank. Oh, let me back up a little more and look at that. What a beauty. Jungle to jungle, guys. But that's my update on my 20-gallon long. Let me know what you guys think. Rate, comment, subscribe. Alright, guys. Later.